guys, Tom here, Green Mountain Projects, bringing you a little product review video today. What I got right here is a walk-behind mower. It was sent to me by a company called PowerSmart. Basically said, hey, try this thing out. Basically we got here, it's a 22-inch mower, a little bigger than the average small mower. I'm real interested to see how this thing does because I got like 3 feet of grass right now because it's just been raining the last 2 weeks. So this model is the V8622S. It's got a 2-year warranty, which is right on the box there. That's how I knew. PowerSmart does make other products other than mowers. Everything from power tools, garage tools like leaf blowers, generators, pressure washers, snow blowers, and the mowers. So let's get this thing cracked open. First off, before I get into pulling things out of here, I must say PowerSmart is made in America, which is a kind of decent prerequisite of mine when it comes to product reviews. First off, we got a bag here. This will be your clippings bag. Nice mesh bag. You got the standard flat bottom that kind of can drag a little bit, so it's got the little skid plate on it so it doesn't rip. It's got some pretty heavy duty looking seams on it as far as where the fabrics come together. It's obviously a material that's not gonna hold water. It's almost a little see-through like a screen, which is good, so water's gonna go through it and not stay in it and turn it into a moldy mess. We got our owner's manual. Interested to see how heavy this is. See if it blows my back out. Looks like, whoa. First thoughts looking at this, nice sturdy steel mower deck. Pretty decent wheels, no wobble. Pretty good tread pattern in it so you don't slide sideways. You can see the blades right here. I do like how the handle, folds all up like this. And it looks like it has a quick, just quickly snap it up and snap it down. So that's kind of cool. Ow! So let's look into this bad boy, see what we got here. So you can see right here, it's got a nice sturdy lever for the different heights going all the way up. Thing gets pretty high, pretty decent. That's probably higher than the highest setting you can get on a normal ride mower. So that's kind of nice for when you're cutting really tall grass like I'm about to do. But I'm also going to test this by putting it all the way down and running it through like a big clump of thick grass and see what happens. So the front does adjust and whoa, that's actually pretty cool. So the front actually auto adjusts to the back. So you can see right here is there's this lever here that goes from this axle to this one. It's got a spring too, so it's got a little tension in it. When you adjust that lever on this side, and here, watch it when I do it, it adjusts the height of the front wheels with the rear. So you're lifting it and keeping the mower deck level instead of, squatting it. Other lesser quality mowers, you gotta adjust the fronts and you gotta adjust the rears separately, which is just a pain. So, if you're mowing and you gotta do a quick adjustment, just done, good to go. I'm gonna put it all the way up. All right. I will say this thing does look extremely clean. Coming around the back here, you obviously got this big flap door, which is closed when you don't have the bag on the back. You lift that sucker up. Right here is where all the grass cuttings would come out to fill the bag. It does have a plug right here. You just pull this thing up here, which makes it come loose. That opens it up so that your mower can throw all the clippings in the bag. It's got all the required tags on it that basically, this says it's shipped without lubricant, do not start the engine without oil, which are safety things so you don't ruin this thing before you even get to try it. All right, so what comes in your goodie bag? You've got a funnel, which this is most likely for your oil filling. You got your oil, which this is 10W30, instruction manual and owner's manual. Basically tells you how to do everything. Then you got your California and federal exhaust and evaporative emission control warranty statement. And then it comes with these 2 clips, which you'd stick them right on the pole here. There's 2 of them, so we'll do one low and one high. And then you'll just slide these cables into it, clip it in. Basically, you've got 2 cables here. You've got one for what should be your power or drive. And I want to point a couple things out here on the engine. Pretty standard looking mower head right here. I do want to point out that the air filter right here is really accessible. One clip pops this thing open, and then you got your air filter right here. There's 2 little pieces. So you could easily get these replaced if you needed to. You could literally cut foam and just like trace the shape if you had to. Right here is your primer, basically for the fuel. Right here it says to squeeze it 3 times, 1, 2, 3, when you are ready to get her started up. All right, guys, so I wanted to look underneath this thing. So first off, you got your blade right here. In here, there's this shroud here that conceals a drive belt. Obviously, this is a shaft that goes right up into that motor. So that motor's turning this blade. Self-propelled driving is being run off the blade by this belt. So this belt goes into here. What you can see here is like a little gearbox. When you pull the handle down, the cable pulls something in here, which links this thing into drive and gets the wheels moving. So it's kind of cool, take a little bit of the stress of pushing this thing around all day. If you got some hills to do or something like that, gonna help you out a little bit there. So this thing is actually a spark plug wrench. I have spark plug sockets already, but if you don't, you got this so you can change the spark plug out. Spark plug should be in this thing already, so that's not something you should have to do. So just for reference, this silver cover right here covers the spark plug arresters. You pull this thing out to expose your spark plug right there, and then you'd put the wrench right in there. So next steps, we put some oil in this, we put some fuel in this, and then you're ready to go. Right here is your oil dipstick. So we're gonna take this whole bottle and pour in. Even though this bottle is given a measurement, don't trust it. So we're gonna put this in, and then we're gonna check with the dipstick to see where this actually lands at. Granted, one thing to realize is when you fill the reservoir, you're gonna wanna run it, and then you're gonna wanna let it sit for 5 minutes on level ground. You're gonna wanna check it again. I do really like, this funnel's really nice for getting into it. I'll definitely keep this for use with other oil changes. It's like right on the bottom of the L, so we're gonna plop a little bit more in this guy. You don't want to overfill. Basically, you have to hit the sweet spot with oil, or within the range from between the high and the low line. If you overfill, you could blow the gaskets in the engine and the seals, and then you'll be spewing oil, and it'll drain the oil down, and then it'll burn itself out. If you have too little oil, it will burn itself out. And we fill it with fuel. Now we're ready to start her up. Before you get it started, something you're going to want to do is, you can see there's this little curly Q looking pigtail thing. Basically that's for this. So this thing can go into here and wrap, and then it stays up here for you, so it's within easy reach. All right, so we got our bubble primed for the fuel, so it should be good to go. Let's see what happens. So we ran this thing a little bit. Now we're gonna check the oil again and see if we're good on with, obviously you don't wanna trust your first dip. And as you can see here, might be a little hard to see on the camera, but we're sitting right kind of 3/4 mark above the low line, which is perfect for where we wanna be. Now she's good to cut with. Got that out of my system. All right, guys, I do want to show you, before we get this thing going, how to put the bag on. Basically, it's super simple. You flip this thing up. There's 2 pins that stick out of the bag on the sides. You can see them right there, and they just nest in that little groove right there, just like that. You just you pick it up, tilt it towards the front of the mower, slide it down, and then just let it sit. And that's it. And you got the bag on it. All right, check this out. My grass is absolutely absurdly tall compared to what I just cut here. 8 inches in some areas, probably an average of 4, which is a lot of grass. And it's very wet. So I'm gonna let this thing go and just see what she does. Thank God I got my AI autonomous mower here. We met its match right there. That's upward to 12 inches. This thing has no business doing that in the first place. I'm honestly not surprised that happened. I'm impressed it made it through most of the way. This is not what this mower is meant to be doing. Let's put it that way. I will say I'm pretty impressed with how well this thing cuts really wet, thick, heavy grass. We've had an absurd amount of rain in this area. You can see right here. It is quite wet. And this thing just took it like a champ. I will say from using this, my only comments would be as far as the user is, one, you know, it's a small mower. I have much too much grass to mow for me to use this as my primary. This thing is going to become really handy for me in areas behind this duck pen where you see my girls back here. It's a little too narrow to get a mower behind, so this is where I'll use this mostly, and for cutting around my fences and stuff. I will say though that it's nice that it moves itself. You know, you can hold it with one hand and it'll go. It's a little slow, not the fastest things. If you do have a larger yard, it's going to take you a pretty good amount of time. If you got a small yard though, perfect, absolutely perfect. Especially if you were trying to look for a mower that you got, you know, an elderly grandparent that won't give up mowing. This is the mower for them. You know, it's very slow. The second you release it, it shuts off. It's like, you know, probably the safest thing you can get for someone that, you know, might not be super confident on their feet. But also, you know, anyone can use this as long as you don't have a massive property. I mean, I probably have close to half an acre of grass I have to cut between these two, my house and the property I take care of next door. So I'd say this thing is perfect for little miscellaneous small yard stuff like that. But as far as big stuff, you obviously want to go bigger, either with a bigger push behind landscape mower or a ride mower of some type. Alright guys, that's the end of this video and this review, and you know, summarizing this thing up, I think this mower is an awesome little mower for someone with a, you know, I'd say a moderately small yard. The link for this mower will be in the description. Definitely go check out PowerSmart and their other products as well. And thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos like these on the channel.